Hi everyone, what I have here is the old and the new XT brakes from Shimano, and in the next couple of minutes I'll take a look at them side by side. They both use the mineral oil, and you can see the code for the old XT is BLM 785, B as in iSpec B compatible. The new one, mineral oil as well, M8000. There's no specifications for the new attachment system, but these are iSpec 2 compatible. First off, we have an aesthetic difference. As you can see, this dark gray of the new brakes versus the shiny chrome of the old XTs. The other difference is, if you look here at the clamp size, the iSpec 2 brings a handlebar clamp that it's a lot narrower. I would say it is about 50% of what the old one was. One of the main differences here that they've mentioned is this new master cylinder, and this is supposed to improve modulation because the servo wave has a new mechanism in it, and you can see how they call this being integrated, as in there's no cap here. Looking at the old XT, you see it's made of two pieces. So this would be the master cylinder. This is an actual cap that can be removed, and you can see the screws around here. Aside from that, free stroke adjustment. It's in the same position here and here. Lever reach is maintained, and you can see here the adjustment is identical, if you ask me. So I expect it to work the same way. Lever design is identical. You can see they call it a two finger design. However, you have the dimples here. This is trickled down from the XTR. This is supposed to give you a feel or a better grip for your hand. To remove the screw, you need the 4mm Allen key here. So once you take those out, then you can see here this little hole where it says push to open. So use anything really to push on that one, then you can open the clamp. On the old ones, the push to open little hole is right here, just on the other side, but the mechanism is the same. Here you can see the two clamps opened up. This one is the iSpec B, right next to it is the iSpec 2. iSpec B, I have iSpec B shifters attached to this one, and that's a bolt that goes through that little hole. If you remove this little plastic piece, like a plastic shim, you can see a couple of holes where the iSpec 2s will attach. Quick look at the calipers here. They look identical to me. Aside from the appearance, the new one has this glossier finish, and it's not black, it's a dark gray. And you can see same thing, the banjo connector for the line, and then you have the bleeding port right up here, which is to be found in absolutely the same spot on the old XT. Pads are held in place by the same threaded pin. You see here, you need a 3mm Allen key to take them out, and you have this safety clip at the very end of it. And here they are. I'm looking at this new one is G as in George 02A resin. Looking at the old one, it is G as in George again 01S resin as well. I have them here one on top of the other, and aside from the fact that the older pad is a bit worn out, you can see that there is just identical. Here I have the new resin pad on top of a new old code finned resin pad, and you can see that the pad are absolutely the same. So one more note about the pads here. You can see the new codes G02A, J02A, and J04C, and this is from the old brakes F03C, G01A, and of course you have the two F03C and F01A. They all work with these brakes. Last thing about the calipers here, you can see them both having the ceramic pistons, and you have dual pistons as well. This is just so there's not much heat dissipated to the internals and to the fluid, so just identical calipers. In order to make this A to B comparison as meaningful as possible, what I did, I installed this one. This is going to be installed on a Kana Process 111, and I've actually used the pads that I had here before. So I'm going to have metallic pads up front and resin pads in the back. Take it for a spin and I'll let you guys know what I think at the end of this. Okay, without writing with this extensively, here's my first conclusions. So again, I installed these with the full length of the cables. I didn't cut anything, I didn't bleed the brakes, and I've used them with the same pads that I had here used on these discs before. The main thing that I noticed was the lever movement. This one seems to be easing into that bite point nicer. The old ones would have like a easy movement here, like a light movement, and then bite point and continue the braking. And this very easy movement here, like free lever movement, made it hard to feel where that bite point was. This one it just makes that transition smoother, which I think it helps with the modulation. Had a good ride in this afternoon, and all I can tell you is that I absolutely love them. They are very predictable, they are strong, and the modulation, I believe it's improved. It was one of the main reasons why I wanted to upgrade. A couple quick notes. If you look down here, you see a bit of a discoloration here in the paint. Well, that's not discoloration. That's me using a degreaser to clean up whatever oil spilled from the when I bled the brakes. So don't use anything but alcohol, because I think this is pretty soft paint. Second thing was when I bled the brakes, I unscrewed this free stroke adjustment like halfway out, and then I bled the brakes and then I push it back in. I usually do that one just to give me a bite point that's closer to the top of the travel here. All in all, I think this, if anyone considers buying new brakes these days, they should take a look at these ones. I'm gonna have them installed with the 11-speed Shimano drivetrain soon. But until then, I hope you guys found this useful. Have any comments, let me know in the section below. And until next time, thanks for watching.